Alright, naturally I did a bit of exploring on my own, picked up a couple of items that you might notice down there, figured out how to get onto those ladders up on the top of the ledges. That wasn't really anything interesting. But I did figure out what I'm supposed to do next, and I'm almost kicking myself over this, but only almost. Seems that I didn't talk to Death quite enough before.
Where are the souls for transport, good boatman?
Lord Asriel is imprisoned. All is chaos. The land bleeds.
Aye, I noticed foul pools of blood.
The Sacred Heart is wounded. The Deliverer must heal it.
The Deliverer? Who might that be?
The mortal one who wouldst be judged above all others.
Ah, I see.
Yet he seems completely uninterested.
Sir Boatman, I would seek to heal the Sacred Heart. Might I be the Deliverer you aforementioned?
The heart of the Deliverer wouldst be judged upon the scales of justice.
Scales of justice?
Equilibrium must be restored. Attain perfect balance against the feather of truth.
Aye, I shall do so.
And as always, he's incredibly eager to take on a quest without having any idea what he's going about.
You aforementioned the feather of truth, good boatman. Where might such be found?
Seekest thou the hall of respite? Judge the skulls on the left. Down creation, the one complete, stands out.
What?
Down creation plus completion equals all things.
Thank you, sir. I shall keep that in mind.
And finally, I have some idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So, back to the Hall of Respite once again, which isn't in this direction, although this is one of those important clues.
7 holds the key to the
The number of completeness is 7, and as I learned much, much earlier, the number of creation is 3. So those skulls at the far side of the Hall of Respite, as I suspected, but even if I had been able to get over to them, I needed to talk to Death to figure out just which skull I needed. And the rest of it should be pretty obvious at this point. Except for actually getting to the skull, which is another one of those things that I'm almost embarrassed I didn't figure out sooner, now that it would have done me a lot of good. Basically, I just plain had the right idea earlier and didn't follow through enough with it. Now comes one of those jumps that I hate. Almost. There we go. Made it. And my reward for getting over here, an armor potion, and skulls. Down 3, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boatman said 1 complete stands out. Could this be the right one?
I sure hope so.
There appears to be a crack at the base of this pillar.
And there's the easy way back. At least, I wish it were that easy. Hey, what do you know, it was that easy. Back to the Hall of War! Hey lady, I'll get your mold later. I think I've got an idea what I need to do with that, too. Alright, now this one I remember. Doesn't mean I'm gonna get it right, just means I remember. Alright, I'm gonna snag my strength potion. And I believe that putting the skull on this statue will put me in the part of the game that, when I first reached it, I could not escape.
It worked! Hark! I have found the Feather of Truth. 'Tis now a complete statue of a warrior.
Well, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I just shouldn't have expected to get there right away. So, now I've got the Feather of Truth, which I need to weigh against myself on the scales of justice. With full health. And something tells me that this could also be a dangerous operation. Just like pretty much everything. Hello, Scales.
Lo, I have found the scales of justice.
It would be a lot more impressive if I hadn't already found them earlier.
It balanced. Hark, is that a heartbeat?
Hail, Deliverer! Thou hast freed me and healed the Sacred Heart. The bloodletting hath ceased. Truly, thou art the champion eternal. The scales have proven thus. In the name of victory, Sir Champion, I wish you good speed.
Thank you so much. Can I get my feather back now? Nope. Oh well, don't think I needed it. Alright. I want to see... Not that I think it's a good idea, mind, but... I want to head through into the Hall of Immortality.
This must be the Sacred Heart of which the boatman spoke.
It's beating again anyway. So I think that should have cleared up the various rivers of blood. And if I'm right about that, I should now be able to go and get some mold, give it to the sylph, get my spell of protection, which hopefully is what I need to get the hammer so that I can hit the switch on the other side of the bridge, and then get on the Voluntary Express and solve some puzzles. Wait, I kind of jumped games there. Ah, well, never mind. Flying leap! Or was it Taekwon leap? Oop. Connor jumped over to the candlestick. Oh yeah, check it out. I didn't even notice yet, but if you look at the map over there, all the places that were red with blood are now empty. Except for this one. This one's moldy.
Phew. What's that moldy smell?
I don't know, let's find out. Oh look, could it be mold? And now, of course, I've got to see if there's anything in any of those big pools of blood alongside the River of Death. Which I'm quite sure there isn't, but you gotta check. Or rather, I gotta check. You gotta either put up with it, or more likely just hit the fast forward or something. Yeah, I don't see anything either. So, back to the Sylph. And, of course, before heading over to the Sylph, I've got to see what Death himself has to say now. Or, I guess it's Charon, Boatman, or... who knows, these mythologies get all screwed up in my head.
Sir Boatman, you aforementioned the Bridge of Life. Whither shall I seek it?
The Bridge of Life spans the River of Death. Follow the river to the east.
Thank you, sir. I shall.
Ah, well. I was hoping he'd brag about having found the feather, becoming the chosen one, or something like that. Why do I always go that way? That's the stupid way. This is the path of champions. For I am a champion. Champion of Death. Which I guess means that I've chosen death, and not that I've chosen to conquer death. If the Harry Potter series can be believed. I don't know. It seems like they make a couple of good points, but I just can't understand how wizards, having grown up without magic for 11 years, can suddenly forget everything that they knew about Muggle technology. It's just dumb.
I have found some mold, dear lady.
Wonderful. Now, behold.
Is he getting knighted?
I am grateful, good damsel. Your kindness has inspired me.
Be careful, O champion of champions.
Alright, so she increased my defense, but has that really done anything?
I can aid thee no further, brave knight. Good luck to thee.
Okay, so I kinda have to assume that that didn't actually have anything to do with getting past the ghosts. So what does? Maybe they're just gone. I mean, I've done so much. I tried so hard. I got so far. In the end, does nothing really matter? I think I just mixed up Limp Bizkit with Queen. Or, no, Linkin Park. So it's two name bands starting with L. They confuse me. Now, let's see what I'm doing here.
There it is, the Hammer of Azrael. Now, how can I contend with those vile souls?
Alright, there's got to be something that I am missing here. Absolutely has to be. So, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm going to accidentally hit the pause recording button instead of what I actually intended to do. Seems sensible. Alright, now I'm pretty sure that whatever I have to do is not going to be some sort of potion. Nope, can't backflip past him.
There it is, the Hammer of Azrael. Now, how can I contend with those vile souls? This will not work.
Ah, I can't pay them off. Alright, maybe if I just wait until they go by. Huh. See, this time they didn't kill me. And now I just walk right up and take the hammer. I don't understand you, game. You and me, we are not buds anymore. In fact, we're not even on speaking terms. I'm just gonna shut up and let your utter horribleness speak for itself. How do you like that? Yeah, I didn't think that would work. It's just bad and wrong and horrible and awful and... I gotta see this thing in action. You know what I miss? I miss having a long-range weapon that could actually do stuff like rapid fire. So I could go into first-person mode and just keep shooting at things until they die. You guys remember that? You remember when I used to do that way back in the day? Oh man, it's like a nostalgia trip. I used to be able to blow through enemies like nobody's business, get killed all the time and have to restore, but always come back on top. Those were just different times, man. Better times. Times when the game sucked a little bit less than I have a very, very strong feeling it's about to. Don't ask me why, I just know.
Oh, it works.
What'd you call me? Why'd the other side suddenly go dark? Alright. So, I probably forgot a lot of things. I did go back and pick up all those healing items that you guys might have noticed I missed in earlier videos. But, you know, if I missed anything really important here, screw it. Okay, screw it. I'm level 15. I don't need no help from nobody. We're gonna go through this portal next time. And whatever place it is, whatever may happen to lie on the far side of this portal, cannot possibly be as bad as the Dimension of Death was. I'm Nidoking, and you probably hate me a lot more than you did before you watched this video, and I'm okay with that.